I got something pretty interesting for you. While we talked about a couple different pre-sales recently, we now have something that is for the XRP community, something that went up by 5x alone in the past year, stays strong in any type of market conditions, and still sits at 166 billion in market cap alone. And while we know that there are multiple things built for Ethereum, for Solana, for Bitcoin, there isn't that much built for XRP yet. Which is why with XRP, they have the next gen DEX on the XRP ledger, where you can trade fast, pay less, stay decentralized, being built for the community. The important thing is, whenever there's something that supports something existing, then a lot of people in the existing coins, so in the XRP community, are going to be aware of that, are going to get into the pre-sale, which then in return drives the price up. For example, while we have things like SushiSwap and Uniswap and others for Ethereum, which are worth billions and billions of dollars, up 60% in the past year alone, things that are XRP based could do something similar. Now they have over 8,000 different investors so far, with over 5.6 million raised at the current moment, while the price is pretty close to about 10 cents. They're going to launch at 35 cents, so it's still a 3.5x guaranteed from the current price until listing price. And whenever this timer is down over here, the price goes up slightly. There are going to be 2 billion tokens in total supply, with 1/4 of all of them for the public sale alone, and quite a lot for both liquidity as well as staking, but also the ecosystem and partnerships. Lots of marketing, some for airdrops, some for the reserve, and the team tokens are locked up for 1 entire year with a cliff, and then they get a 1-year linear vesting quarterly as they focus on the long-term value. And while they did finish the core infrastructure in Q2 as well as the implementation of their AMM and had some smart contract audits done, we're now in Q3 focused on the IDO and product development, with Q4 aiming for the platform launch, public growth, better marketing, and additional institutional integrations and expansions for the next 2 quarters in 2026. And again, it's their mission to democratize access to decentralized finance by delivering a world-class decentralized exchange that anyone can use without the barriers of high fees, slow transactions, or confusing interfaces. Financial freedom should not be a privilege but a standard, and XRP stands at the forefront of this transformation. And while we talked about various different pre-sales in the last couple of videos alone, overall the market shifts more and more towards projects that are still in their ICO, that still require funding and then have in return the highest chance of getting you a big multiplier. For example, even when Ethereum launched back in 2015, I think you could buy this in the ICO at around 30 cents a token, which would have been like a 14,000x until now. We also talked about how Trump launched the DeFi platform World Liberty Finance before, as well as what his son does when it comes to all of that. And even things like Pump.fun are way bigger than they've ever been before. And if we have a combination of something that is useful, that has all the important features that we like to use ourselves, while being targeted for both retail as well as professional traders, and for the XRP community, then we get pretty good chances in here. Let's say, for example, you would put in, let's say, $150, which would then, based on the listing price of 35 cents, turn that into about 530, or if it goes to $1, it will go to 1.5k. They also showed the leaderboard on the right hand side, where you can see the biggest transactions, which link to the actual transaction. So you can check the TXID of how much was sent, received in the token, all of that, all listed over here. And I think so far, over 80% of all the tokens available for the public sale are already gone. So we're in the last couple stages. And again, depending on how things in here go, with the release of the platform, the public launch of the token and more, this could go really quickly if they deliver on everything that they showcase over here, with dynamic fee control, ultra fast settlements and more. Now let's say you want to get the token, right? First of all, you go to the pre-sale page. I will have that link down below as well. You can see in the top right corner whenever people purchase something. You click on Connect Wallet. You can use quite a few. When it comes to EVM, you can also use Phantom. When it comes to Solana and a couple others, in my case, MetaMask. And you can then select the token you would like to use, whether it's on BNB, USDT, on various different chains, can be on ETH, Solana, Tron, Arbitrum. Maybe for some reason you want to pay in Dogecoin, that is available too, or simply USDT. If you were to put in $100 right now, that would give you a bit over 1,000 tokens, as the price is pretty close to 10 cents. And while we are at stage 178 now, we can see there's still a couple more stages where the price goes up until eventually we have the listing price of 35 cents or a 3.5x in here. There's also staking available on the site with 14.5% APR alone. I think 10% of all the token supply was reserved for staking, as they showed over here in the staking and rewards section for tokenomics. So if you have the token anyways, and it will take a couple more weeks and months until everything in here gets listed and released with TGE, might as well have it staked to get additional bonuses. You can also check the leaderboard and rewards for who put in the most and how much they got in bonuses. Number 1 put in 345,000, which is quite a lot, but also got 100,000 estimated in bonuses just in tokens alone. It's a public challenge where the top 20 investors earn extra bonus tokens at TGE. The higher your total investment, the higher your rank, and the bigger your reward. Which makes sense. The more you support it, the more you put in, the more you should get in return. I will leave links to everything down below. Again, when it comes to pre-sales, they have the highest chance for big multiplier. If you want to double your money in Bitcoin right now, this needs 2.14 trillion in market cap and needs to go to $215,000 to just get a 2x. This is the boring and safe investment long term, but if we go to new coins and releases, let's say for example Altura, which isn't new, but you can see based on market cap alone, this is up 60% in the past week, as it only required like 15 million to go up. When it comes to pre-sales, they need even less and have a guaranteed multiplier based on current price of about 10 cents compared to launch at 35 cents. Just a couple things to think about. Make sure to check them out. Maybe it's something for you. Maybe if you're interested in XRP as a whole as well. This adds to the community and adds to the project as there's more and more being built for it. And we'll see in the next couple months when the bull run continues, once Bitcoin reaches like 130, 40, 50,000, how high XRP and other tokens based on that are going to go. And when that happens, I'll make an update video. Until then, take care.